Quality over quantity to me translates into a work ethic where instead of trying to focus on a million things and doing a bad job on them, it actually is better to focus on just one thing and to do it well.
80% of the product features you develop will never be used. People are diving in for like very short periods of time and they're using like one or two key features.
There's a lot of startups that have X idea. It's a brilliant idea, but the execution tends to be lacking.
They start with one idea and then very, very quickly it starts snowballing into this big product that realistically you just can't build in one go.
There's just no way around it. Excellence requires focus.
This philosophy is how we think about building great product. It's also how we think about building a great company. Rather than trying to do everything, we try to focus on the few things that really matter for us.
How do we build the right thing really well, provide that value to users and test it out early and often versus just trying to throw a pile of features at them in one go?
We need to identify those few things that are really valuable to end users and make sure we have a quality implementation of that. We'd rather kind of work much more diligently on one feature than half as hard on two.
Even though it may be really small, like a really small product in terms of a feature set, it still provides that value rather than trying to build like an enormous product where really there's only one or two things that are genuinely providing value.
We never just test the happy path. We actually look to the left and the right and we try to see what happens if this feature was done in a different way. And that basically helps to verify that the quality is as high as it can be.
When you're learning in that apprenticeship role and the focus is on quality, your pair, when you're programming with them, is going to be showing you the proper way to develop something. We're not just saying, okay, we have to push this out the door. It really gives you that freedom to say, do we have the time to do this? Can we make this better?
As a developer, as a designer, we try and minimize the time that you spend like making something that you think is not a great idea or making something that is like very tangential to the fundamental value that a product is offering.
It also refers to the way we think about running the company in general. Simplicity in processes, trying to optimize for smaller team sizes than big just for the sake of it.
When you're working on a project and the focus is quality, I think you take a lot more pride in what you're making.
Especially in a software shop where quality means everything.
When the quality is really evident and you're getting the feedback from users, a mood becomes very apparent and it's very positive, right? It's nothing better than kind of shipping something that people rave about, use and engage and come back to.
We've earned the right to say that we're known for the quality of our work.
I think having pride in your work is something that really makes you want to go to work every day.
The result of that is that your work feels more like effective and your work feels more targeted and ultimately more meaningful.